Hello there, and welcome back to the Codex. Today we're going to be talking about yet another Baro review. He has graced us again with his presence, so let's go ahead and see what he's brought for us. In my opinion, he's brought some pretty decent cosmetics, and definitely some good mods. Let's go ahead and go to just the Appearance tab first. Now, I will say he didn't bring anything new. If I click Hide Owned here, the only thing left is the Corrupted Heavy Gunner Spectre, which the only reason that says new for me is because I don't own it, but this is not new. Onward to Appearance. So in my opinion, of course, if you don't have any ephemeras, then getting a basically free one from Baro is great. It also it doesn't look bad. I think this is great primarily for newer players, or players that don't want to spend platinum on it, because it is just 15 ducats and 1,000 credits. So you can get some version of a cosmetic in that slot. The Syndana's okay. In my opinion, it's kind of like it's like a Katir version of the Uru Syndana, which I do like that one, or at least the prime version of the Uru. This Katir Moa pet skin's kind of cute. I actually forgot that I owned this, partially because I basically never run Moas, but it actually looks kind of cool, I can't lie. That is a pretty cool design for a robot. If I didn't have the current Prime cosmetics that I have in my operator, I might actually wear this, because the Duviri-themed mask appearance is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, in general, cosmetics are, of course, down to taste, so whatever you like here, go ahead and grab. If you don't like it, it is just cosmetics, so you're not really losing out on anything. In terms of weapons, the only actual real weapon they brought this time was the Prisma Gorgon. So you could, of course, get this and put the Incarnate adapter on it if you're not going to put it on, like the Wraith variant, for example. If this is your first Gorgon, then it's not a bad one. And at the very least, it's mastery fodder. So if nothing else, if you don't own this, you could get this to at least get 3,000 mastery out of it. Now in the Miscellaneous category here, we got a few more skins that didn't pop up in the Appearance tab. He does, of course, always bring the Sands of Inaros blueprint if you haven't done that quest yet, to get regular Inaros. This is basically just some other cosmetics here. Except for the Zanuka Hunter Beacon, this is actually a utility item. If you still need the parts for the regular Detron, the Zanuka Hunter drops that. And this is the mechanical beast that works for Alat V, and it comes after you if you do multiple invasion missions fighting against the Corpus. Just like how the Grestrak 3 come after you if you fight against the Grenadier invasions. So if you want to force Zanuka to be spawned, you can buy some of these. Try and get those Detron parts. Got some ship skins. I say they're decent enough. Like if you don't have any other, skins off the market or whatnot, or if you don't want to spend the plat on that, these are decent. I do like this poster. It is cool having items that are themed from the Zeraman, in my opinion. Aside from that, now we're just getting down to some of the real brass tacks here. Let's go look at the mods. He brought some excellent mods this time, and I mean excellent. Prime Convulsion, Prime Redirection, and Prime T to Charge are all astounding mods. Like, basically, must have. Prime Pack Leader and Prime Expel Corpus are not as super critically important. If you want to do maximal damage to every possible faction, this is a great mod. To clarify, a lot of people just don't like running Bane mods, especially because of the amount of endo it takes to max like all 16 or whatever them out now. But this is critical for doing max damage possible if you want to do that. And if you are meleeing, Prime Pack Leader is incredible for your companion. Like, for example, a good showcase of that would be like my core video that I did. As an example, since Whip Claw does count as melee, all of the enemies that you're constantly killing via Whip Claw will heal up your companion. So this is excellent in cases like that. Or even just on a regular frame if you're, throwing a glaive around or just doing a melee build. This will keep your companion alive. Primarily because of that overguard that it gets if you heal it from max health. And overguard has a half-second gate. So if you keep refreshing that, your pet's basically invincible. But yeah, definitely pick up Primed Convulsion, Primed Redirection, Primed T to Charge if you don't have these. These are all super critical mods. Of course, Primal Convulsion, Primed Elemental Damage being just a ton of elemental damage is useful for a enormous amount of builds for your secondaries. And Primed Redirection, now that shield gating functions scaling with your max shields, this, of course, feeds into that very well. But yeah, that's basically everything that he brought. Again, nothing new, so we're still waiting on anything spicy that he might bring. Hopefully he brings something cool around TennoCon, for example, or maybe a little bit after that. Speaking of TennoCon and Baro, if you guys want to, make sure that you get the TennoCon ticket, the digital ticket, because one of the things that gives you, the main thing that gives you, in my opinion, is access to the TennoCon version of the trader, which he'll be here for like a week or so around TennoCon, and he will bring his entire inventory, every single item that Baro has ever had. So if you stock up on credits and ducats, you can get every single thing that you're missing from Baro during that time. So definitely take advantage of that. Anyways, that's been a quick rundown of this week's Baro. Hopefully it was useful, and I will see you guys in the next one.